I think with Hamilton's importance in the sport, it also created what I would like to call accessibility. If you look now on socials, when there's races, look at the commentary. Younger people are watching F1. People of different color, background, creed, class.
And he's opened them to new markets. I mean, it's like the impact that he's had. It's that Jordan, Tiger Woods. He's bigger than just the sport.
Yo, welcome back. It's the Matchup TV.
It's another one. We're outdoors, summertime.
Hey, man. Yeah, we chose a different space, guys.
Don't be alarmed.
Yeah.
We are elevating. Don't be alarmed.
Yeah, we just wanted to give you guys something different. Also, just make it a bit more lively for our viewership. Welcome back. Hope you guys are doing good. And for more content like this, where we talk everything sports from the business side to on the field, like, subscribe, and also just keep on your lookout on more content.
Sure.
What are we talking about, bro?
This week, like I was saying earlier on, we're elevating. So this week we're starting off with the F1. It's a new year. We're talking about new things.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So F1, crazy world right now, man. Yeah. The season has started already. I think there's been a couple, if not 3 races. Mercedes, chaotic because of the big announcement by our boy Hamilton.
Sure.
How you feel about it?
It's a good announcement. I like the way he did it, man. I think pre-season.
Football style.
So pre-season, he made an announcement even before they launched their car. So it was a bit controversial because the week where everyone was launching their car, in each and every press conference, people were asking about Ferrari.
What's happening at Ferrari? And this guy is still
signed
contract to Mercedes.
Yeah. Even at Mercedes, they were asking about what's your feeling about Ferrari. Yeah, so it was controversial, but I think there's always context to these kind of things. I think Toto Wolff and the guys fumbled with the contract negotiations.
Yeah.
I think they'd been talking for
the last
most
2
of
years.
last
The last
season,
2 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So Hamilton wanted a 2+1 contract extension, and then investment or sponsorship into his off the racing track interests. But Toto and higher ups at Mercedes felt they were like too good for that kind of contract. They wanted to give him, the offer was just a 1-year extension.
1 year extension, no ambassadorship.
And
nothing.
Apparently even the money wasn't good. The numbers differ on various platforms.
Sure.
You can read up on it. The F1 platform is giving a different number from articles on places like The Independent and the UK Sun. So I think here, more than anything, I feel like Hamilton was betrayed, or he felt betrayed.
Sure.
I mean,
no doubt.
Mercedes hadn't won a championship, I think, maybe since Jenson Button around 2010, 2009, and then when he got there in 2013, he won them 6, if not 7 straight titles. No, 6.
6 straight titles, yeah. He did won a title before.
Yeah, he won a title before with McLaren.
Yeah, sure.
Then he went to Mercedes. Yes.
So, but I think for me, right, it's the type of thing where you think as the marquee signing of the team, because you have to remember this guy. Last season, when he had told them that this car
won't do well,
they need to change the car because it's not the car's not good enough to compete with the Red Bull one.
Yeah.
And they'd made promises to him, and he had taken one for the team basically.
Yeah, man. And the guy did say that the issue with he wasn't having an issue with not being in the title race. He had an issue with just a good performing car.
It wasn't competitive.
Yeah.
And Toto, on his side, he had said, they'd negotiated to say, okay, cool. Look, as I said, he's taken one for the team, and he said, look, I'll stay on.
Yeah.
And this guy's influence goes beyond the track. You know what I mean? In terms of, if you look at the morale of the team, look at Silverstone.
Yeah.
I think it's said that he has the most diverse team in terms of people. Women.
Yeah.
Race and gender.
We must not forget F1 is strictly a white boys rich club.
Yeah.
I mean about Bernie Ecclestone, we can go back 50 years, man. It's like privileged white people, bro. So
Flavio in the point.
Yeah.
Flavio Briatore. Yeah.
So I think with Hamilton's importance in the sport, it also created what I would like to call accessibility. If you look now on socials, when there's races, look at the commentary. Younger people are watching F1. People of different color, background, creed, class.
And it's opened them to new markets. I mean, it's like the impact that he's had. You know, it's that Jordan, Tiger Woods. He's beyond. He's bigger than just
bigger than
the
sport.
You know,
he's bigger than the sport. Yeah.
So it was a slap in the face. You know, I think it will be something that he total regrets. You know, I mean, as much as you can say, I mean, a 1-year extension is a slap in the face for the amount of work and what is brought to the team.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, and also, I think it was long overdue for Ferrari to get a person who's transcended the sport like Lewis, because the last time Ferrari had a superstar, it was
Vettel.
It was Sebastian, and Alonso came through for one season, but he didn't do well.
But remember now, the Vettel thing, there was a German
connection with
Schumacher,
Schumi,
you know, so it meant more to them that you know, Vettel bought that.
But I mean, Ferrari is almost like, if we were to make it maybe in a political sense, Ferrari is like the USA of F1. It's the old school privilege, the old school class, how can I put it? It's the marquee.
Yeah, it is.
It's the marquee of sports
It's
racing.
the Madrid of F1.
Yes,
you know,
because if you think about it, almost everyone who's went to drive for Ferrari, even if they don't do well, it's almost like a dream or a checklist that's been ticked.
Yeah.
Because even prior to his death, Ayrton Senna had a pre-agreement to
go to Ferrari
the year later. Unfortunately, he died in '94 before he could go.
Sure. So it's iconic.
It's an iconic brand. Yeah.
You can't be. There's something missing on your portfolio as
if
an
you're
F1
a good driver and you've never.
you haven't gone
Kimi
there.
Raikkonen drove a Ferrari for a season or two. So
you know,
it's only the British people who don't really abayfateli Ferrari. But I don't know how Lewis Hamilton. But apparently it's been a childhood dream of his to drive a Ferrari.
I mean, but his hero was Senna, Schumacher,
and Schumi.
You know, it's gonna be a beautiful. I can't wait. I can't wait for that for next season.
Yeah, it's like a fairy tale.
Yeah.
And I hope, looking at the previous races, looks like Ferrari built a better car, and there might be even a better improvement.
It's gonna be competitive.
Yeah.
That's all I want, actually.
Yeah.
You know, I just want a competitive car that's gonna push the Red Bull team. You know.
Yeah, man. It feels like Red Bull are just perfect at everything at the moment, outside of Cristian Horner. We're gonna get to that. But also, we must remember, Hamilton was convinced by the fact that Fred Vassuer, who was his team principal,
what a character!
F1.
What a character! Yeah. So, iconic also.
Yeah.
Iconic
Fred Vassuer is
individual.
currently team principal at Ferrari, and he's been doing small incremental improvements on the Ferrari car and team. So I mean, Carlos Sainz is a kid, but you can see the way he drives. He's driving a better car.
Yeah.
And he's dreaming for Hamilton. He can't wait for Hamilton to come through. It's like you're gonna play with your superhero.
Leclerc, Charles Leclerc, because the science is gonna. He's fighting to stay in the team.
So it's Charles Leclerc.
Charles Leclerc. Yeah.
So I
think science is gonna.
Unless he's going to be like their
there's no ways.
The
reserve driver.
Yeah.
He won't be. There is no. Do you think he'll be?
Where is he gonna go? Is it gonna create a revolving door?
There's a few seats that are gonna be open because now, if you look at Daniel Ricciardo.
Yeah.
I think the story needs to.
The Australian boy.
It needs to get to its finality now. I know there's the whole romance with him and the personality.
He's a likable person. Yeah.
But now he must just be an ambassador of
F1.
Yeah.
And
but
just globe-trot and be like a social media influencer.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
There's a lot of seats that are going to be open. There are a lot of seats that are going to be open next season because of this move by.
But there's this kid, man, Magnussen, who drives for. Why do I forget the name of that?
For Haas.
That
crazy guy.
I like his attitude, man.
He's
not a great driver.
He's almost like he's got that Raikkonen effect.
Yeah. It's like that Nordic
Yeah, they don't care, those guys.
Yeah. So
there's a clip.
we might
share with
we
you.
might post it on here.
Jamen, han prøver på yderbanen.
Once again, most unsportive driver of the
Suck
grid.
my balls, man.
Yeah, you're really good.
Sure.
Yeah,
sure.
no, Magnussen is a dope dude. I like his character. I like his
If you
nonchalantness.
you give him a better car.
I think he can compete.
He can
I
do
think he can
something
compete.
nice.
And the F1 hasn't had like a good Nordic driver in a
long
few
time.
years.
Who's had a good car?
Yeah, actually.
Who's had a good car since Kimi, you know.
Yeah, actually, since Kimi.
So I think there's gonna be a revolving door. There's a few guys that have been they've expected them to do a lot of things, but they haven't, you know. And there's a rumor, but I think it's still a rumor that Verstappen's father has said that his son might leave because of this Horner controversy.
But Verstappen also confirmed, said his father's not a liar.
But that's a tricky one, man.
But wait.
Imagine what that would do to
wait.
the setup.
Before we go to Verstappen and his dad,
Yeah.
Cristian Horner, let's address the elephant
In the room, no?
It's not necessarily even an elephant. I think that one is as obvious
out.
as it gets. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Cristian Horner has been accused of inappropriate behavior towards a female team member.
Okay.
And this now is being investigated by like the F1 structures and even an internal investigation at Red Bull.
Yeah.
But now our issue with this is that if a person like Bernie Ecclestone, with the amount of evidence that was found against him for sexual misconduct, and he still walked, what's going to happen to Cristian Horner? And Red Bull loves that man. He literally put them on the map in terms of the F1 space.
You know what's surprising to me is why it's taking so long for them to whitewash this thing, because it's clear that's what they're trying to do.
No, the problem,
Is it the Me Too? Is it the Me Too space?
I think the journalism in the current climate of the world, it's not easy to dump down anything that's got to do with sexual predation.
Sure.
So with that said, the issue is still sub judice because it's actually within the structures of the F1 disciplinary committee, and it might be taking legal proceedings.
Sure.
So the disarray he has brought to Red Bull has started to affect even the drivers.
And the team morale now.
And the team, they've won a few rounds, they've won a few races, they've won even some practice laps.
Yeah.
But you can see there's no longer that harmony.
Yeah, because there's nothing wrong with the car, man. It's everything
track.
around it. You know what I mean? You almost want to have a settled team.
Yeah.
You know? Where people, there's no circus.
Look, bro,
You know what I mean?
politics of any working environment always affect morale.
Sure.
So I doubt it's something they can dump down, like you said. Maybe in the media space they might be able to pull it off, but
And you say
within the team,
The person who's going to oversee and make the final decision is Bernie Ecclestone. I think
see where I'm going. You see where I'm going.
It's the outcome. Even before the outcome becomes it's a
So
it's a circus.
what do you think the season looks like? Like, not necessarily predictions, but like, do you think there'll be a few surprises here and there? Any like rabbits out of the hat, overperformers?
I think just to get off the bat, I think there's the one team that's like overrated, the team Alpine. You know, they have all the media hype. They got the celebrity investors.
I wanted to say it's the backing.
Yeah.
It's the backing. The way the backing has put them, it's like they've elevated them, but like the performance is different.
But
so you say they're going to be underachievers?
There's a self-implosion because the drivers don't get along. There's no clear leader in the team. But it's just got a lot of hype. But I think one of the teams that actually impressed me is Aston Martin.
They built a good car.
It's a good car.
They built a good car,
They've got nice backing. It's a harmonious team. Everyone knows their place. Alonso is there to groom the owner's son to take over the seat. You know, so I like the harmony at Aston Martin. McLaren, though, what I like there is the chaos. You know, seeing the team principal under
the scrutiny.
I like it because I think his character, Brown, the team principal, is such that he's got a chip on his shoulder now, because Aston is trying to take his position in the pecking order.
They bring someone
Yes,
internally.
so he's an American. The Aston guy is a Polish Canadian billionaire. So I like that. I like that driver that's coming out there. And Lando Norris, I think he's due a win. I think he can win one race at least.
Lando's a good driver, but I think there's better drivers on the track recently. So,
cars-wise, I think McLaren surely that car can give him a race.
My surprise package, funny enough, might not be a surprise, but my surprise package is Ferrari.
Yeah.
I think Ferrari this year is going to overperform in a sense of no one's really watching.
Yeah.
No one's watching them because of the chaos that's happening around the whole track.
So it's going to give clear space to actually just try.
They're just going to go about their business.
Sure.
Whether they go about their business under the radar, over the radar, it doesn't matter. I think Ferrari is going to be the overperformer. Mercedes is going to be the underperformer because they still failed to build a decent vehicle.
Give him a better car again.
And
now they're not going to give him a better car. They're going to give his leaving.
And
they're going to wait till he leaves.
For the first time in his life, this guy's going to drive 2 years without being on the podium. Because last year in 24 races was never on the podium.
It's petty.
It's very petty from Toto and Mercedes. Mercedes is going to underperform.
Yeah.
Ferrari is going to overperform. And I'm calling Verstappen to go 3 in a row.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
what
I think.
Unsurprising.
It's safe, but guys. So that's our call on F1 2024, and it ends in December, 8th of December. So it's still got a long way to go. You can come back on this and comment and call us out if you find that we just went the wrong way about it. But for more content like this, click that button, subscribe.
In F1, we don't follow the team, we follow the driver. So we're crossing the floor.
When Hamilton bounces,
2025 will be in red.
Sharp, enjoy.